right, we'll get started with the opening statement from Coach and then open up for questions.
Yeah, I thought Kentucky was right from the start at a high level today. And I thought the shots that Chandler made in the first half gave their entire team confidence and energy. And he was on our scouting report. He was playing really good basketball coming into this. We saw the last 5 games, he was shooting 51% from 3. And everybody knows Oweh's good, and Aberdeen's playing well, and some other guys. But we let him loose his mistakes. I think it gave him confidence, and then we got out of character. And it's hard when you're not, the details aren't right, and try to beat a team like this in this building. And so, credit to Kentucky. I thought they were ready to play, defense, offense. I thought they were sharp. And, I thought the second half we were better, but it's just too big of a deficit to come back in here and not have everything be right by us. So we got to regroup and quick turnaround for Tuesday. And so every game's big right now. We got to try to get the next one.
Obviously, you guys have lost 3 or 4. Just what has to change for you guys to get back to the level that your team's capable of playing at?
Yeah, the 3 of the 4 things, sometimes you got to zoom out and say, are you playing good basketball or you're not? We were a half inch away from beating Missouri on the road. The Tennessee game was a toss-up. They made tough shots down the last 3 possessions. We didn't. This one, we got outmatched this one. So I don't think it's looking at a big thing. I think it's zoom out a little bit. Today we didn't play well, and that's the one we got to fix.
Coach, what's your assessment of Tyler Nichols' performances the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, he's obviously, teams are putting it as a priority to try to take him away. Same thing we were supposed to do with Chandler today. And he's getting some looks, and we got confidence in him. He'll make big shots and big plays. It's such a long season that sometimes we got to find them better ones. We got to pass the ball better, but we got total faith that he'll keep going.
Yeah, 7 for 28 from 3 today. Do you feel like it was more of Kentucky's defense or self-inflicted wounds, or maybe a little bit of both?
Yeah, it could be both. I thought Kentucky's defense was it was good. They were into us. They were physical. We had trouble getting around them. I think in the first half especially, I think that we compounded their good defense by over-dribbling the ball and not catching ready to shoot and not moving it and doing some things that we have been doing. So I think it's a little bit both ways. And the three-point shooting, we took some tough ones. We had some open ones. It's one of those things where sometimes it's not your night, or not your afternoon.
Mark, I know that you mentioned Colin Chandler kind of just right off the top, being on your scouting report, but just what do you see from him, and how difficult is it to game plan against him when he's making 3-pointers at the rate that he is currently?
Yeah, he's playing well, and when we talked to our team about that. So what you don't want to do is make mistakes and give him open ones, and he's going to make them. He's a high-level shooter, and so he made some tough ones, but we also made mistakes there, and you make a mistake on him, it's a 3-point mistake, and that's what the first half was.
Coach, you guys are 3 and 4 in conference play on the road. 3 of the losses on the road have come by double digits. Just when you think about the road struggles, just how much do you attribute that to, how hard it is to win in this conference on the road compared to the way that you guys have started these games?
Yeah, winning on the road's tough. We've got 3 wins on the road. So if you want to look at the bright side, that's not easy. Our 4 losses, everybody's good. Everybody's got great environments. This is a tremendous environment. It's hard to win here. We lost at Arkansas, great environment, and Texas was playing well, and can't remember the other one right now. But it's one of those things, you got to be a little bit different on the road. And if you look at us in the first half, we were turning the ball over for points, and you can't do that. You can't do that on the road. We said Oweh's going to run through the passing lanes. He did it, and he proved our scouting report right, and he got transition baskets there. So there are certain things that we got to do better. We have done them. We've won in tough road environments. We won 3 non-conference road games. We won 3 in the league. So we've been good on the road, but we weren't today. And so 2 things. We weren't as good as we should have been, and I thought Kentucky played well.
Mark, you mentioned Chandler. What did you think of Owe and Aberdeen specifically, especially Owe just creating baskets in the second half when you guys were trying to make that comeback and Aberdeen being pretty careful with the basketball too?
Yeah, I mean, again, I thought Chandler gave everybody confidence the way he was making them in the first half. And not that Owe or Aberdeen needs extra confidence, but I think it's easier when a guy's making those shots. Owe put a lot of pressure on us driving the ball and attacking. And, you know, we were a little bit slow. We did a better job at our place. But, you know, he was extremely fast and attacked and aggressive in the second half. And we were on our heels, and he got to the free throw line or made it. A lot of those were in transition. So that's kind of typical him. I mean, he scores 20 points in league play for a reason. He gets to the free throw line, he attacks in transition.
I guess just broadly, how'd you evaluate the defensive performance? Did you think you kept them out of transition enough?
What was the first thing you said? I'm sorry.
I guess just how would you evaluate the defensive performance as a whole?
Not paying attention to the details in the first half. There's scouting reports, there's personnel details, and as a coaching staff, and we got to figure out a way to do better. You know, we finished the first half getting 9 out of 12 stops. So there was some things there at the first half, you know, some glimmer of hope there towards the end that we were playing better on defense. But, you know, you can't give up 81 points. And a lot of times it wasn't just our defense, like I was saying. Like sometimes it was dumb offense, and that hurt our defense. Bad shots or turning the ball over. And, you know, this place gets loud when you do that. So we got to be better at that. And we have been better at that, but we weren't today.